Welcome to Court Vision with So Pretty Tony. I am your host on the mic, Tony, and you are here for the recap of the exhibition game between the LSU Tigers and the Langston Lions. The score was 121 to 41. If that ain't a spanking, I don't know what is. But before we get into all that, let's do this. Now, here we go. The LSU Tigers put on a stellar game that I could see. Recapping from the game before. And they blew that team out by 100. LSU is on a great run to start off with these exhibition games. So now let's see how well they're able to execute that here throughout. Watching the game and looking at what LSU have this year, can and will LSU Tigers be a championship contending team? If they continue on the run that they have right now, absolutely. They can be in the number. They have that opportunity to be in that number. I would love to see where pretty much Flage as a senior and Amaya Joyner, who is another senior, can take LSU moving forward. Speaking of Amaya Joyner put up some major numbers this game. She put up 24 points. 24 points, 11 rebounds, and she was 9 of 9 from the field. What an outstanding job she did. We also will not take anything away from Kovar. Kovar is your 6'5" sophomore who has another 2 years besides this year to play for Kim Mulkey under the LSU Tiger name. And I'm going to tell you, I am a fan of the Tigers. I am from New Orleans, so I am all Louisiana tied in all the way through and through. Win, lose, or draw, that's just the way we operate in the state of Louisiana. But with that being said, for Wiley, let's talk about for Wiley. For Wiley has the back seat. She's coming off the bench to to a freshman. And that freshman, Johnson, has a stellar game going on. I can't wait to see what she do against some of the top ranked opponents. I know that we sit here and we can say, well, they didn't play anybody worth playing. Well, everyone is worth playing. Are they on the same level? No, but everybody has an opportunity to get out there and play and showcase themselves and do their very best. Langston has to go back to the drawing board and find some ways to get themselves back on their feet. I understand that it's a different division, as well as the first exhibition game that was played on the 26th as well. Now, with that being said, we're not going to take anything away from LSU and what they've done. LSU, with the caliber of guards that they have, are they small? Yes. You got your 6'5", Koval, and then you got Joyner, and you have the likes of, who is another player I like to talk about besides the two of them that are big. Let's also talk a little bit about Jada. Jada did a great job too. And I say that because I make sure I write down my notes so I don't miss anyone that's a key part of the game. But we'll take it into this, right? Before I get into the scoreboard, and I have the scoreboard here. Let's take it through. Final score of the LSU game was 121 and Langston 41. Defensive dominance by LSU. Langston held to a 15 of 44. She was held to 15 of 44 from the field. That's a lot. That's a lot for a team to be held down. But if you have a great defensive stance that LSU put on, then that's not a surprise. They have a lot of quick guards, and they all can handle the rock. Now, can they handle the rock from a point guard perspective is the fact to be remained. That is what Yamoki is putting forward for Wiley. She's pulling her back from coming in more or less coming in to be more of a shooting guard and an attack guard into a point guard role that also will be able to create and dish. That is something that I'm looking forward to seeing for Wiley become extremely skilled at. Now, mind you, this was her role for coming into college. Now, then she had to, of course, play behind Raven Johnson, of course, of South Carolina, and now she's made her transition to LSU. So I'm curious to see how well she do this season. I like what I saw in the 2 exhibition games, but now we get the first game on the way on the 4th of November. LSU forced 36 turnovers while only turning it over themselves 8 times. So that's great. Do we want to alleviate that? Now, as a whole, as a team, 8 turnovers, not too bad. But there's such a fast-paced team. I'm looking at a lot of speed on this team. I'm watching how the players are coming together, how they're executed, how they're running the floor, they're filling in the gaps. Offensive highlights for LSU, they scored at least 27 points in every quarter. At least 27 points in every quarter. They shot 23 of 43, which is 53%. 53.5% in the first half, then improved to 21 of 32, which is 65.2% in the second half of the game. You can't beat that at all. At all. At all. We're going to get back into Amaya Joyner, we know as a senior, along with Fly J. LSU has 4 seniors on their team. But Amaya coming in to LSU as a transfer in her senior year, it's big for her to be able to do some things to showcase herself if she would like to try to make a run at trying to get into the W. But she had 24 points. I'm going to go back and recap. She had 24 points, 11 rebounds. And going perfect 9 for 9 from the field. That's big. That's huge. Kate Kovar, I spoke about her a second ago, and she recorded 12 and 11. 12 points, 11 rebounds. So you got your bigs coming in and they're putting in double doubles and they're making it happen. Other LSU players in double figures. Freshman guard Bella Hines, she had 14 points. Junior guard Malaysia for Wiley had 11 points. And then your senior guard Fly J had 10 points. And last but not least, your sophomore guard Jada Richard. And I spoke about her a little bit a second ago too. She had 10 points. That was the scores for your outstanding performance from LSU. Let's wait and see what they do, guys. Let's see the takeaways. We had a few little takeaways. Let's talk about that a little bit. Some of the takeaways from LSU was, it's an exhibition game, so we don't want to have too many takeaways because you really can't judge in a sense with having a blowout game for both exhibition games. But so far, the margin is very narrow, but still huge, meaning that it's going to be a prominent season for LSU to see where they go. I am very excited to see how LSU performs. LSU's defense was expectedly sharp. I got to give them that. Limiting three-pointers efficiency, limiting three-point efficiency for the other team by forcing them to turn that ball over, which is huge. And where you saw one, you saw another. If they were in white jerseys, you saw one jersey, you saw another jersey right there. And they're running and gunning the floor. So that's what I want to see. This is going to be a run and gun team. It's the type of style that Coach Mulkey likes. While, of course, running your sets if nothing's there. But if you can get that ball, you get it and go. That is definitely something that she want to do. But doing that, it forces a lot of turnovers for a lot of other teams because it takes them out of their element of being in control. They have no control. They can't see because they're being smothered defensively. And the board, scrounging the boards and picking and pulling the teams apart on the board. I can't wait to see what else Koval and Jordan has for us in that sense. For Langston, the game exposed it exposed them quite a bit. The gaps in the talent that they have, the inexperience of which hopefully they will get it together throughout the season. Hopefully more earlier in the season than late in the season. You're going to have to figure out a way to let it click because they were not there. They were not there. The execution was just rough. They pick up the ball. They had nowhere to go with it. They were smothered by LSU. LSU picked their pocket. So they kind of played a little bit rush ball and did not ever truly get themselves settled into the game. Their shooting percentage and turnovers indicated they struggled to keep the pace or keep up with the pace of the LSU Tigers. So let's look at some things here that we want to go ahead and depict. You can have an idea and see some things LSU did here in this game. So I want to pull this up for you. Let's get this on the board here. I'm going to enlarge that a little bit. All right. Let's listen here a little bit. Give you just a little bit of what I got to watch.
We'll hand it off to Hunter. She's in the lane, goes to the hole, lays it in, and I think Fulwiley got her. So, again.
So LSU gets 2 fouls, and they get 2 points. We'll make it 3.
And now a 3. Yep, 3-point play on to Akaya, but Akaya pops out and screens instead. Johnson now around that screen to the free throw line, out to Fulwiley. Long three is good.
That's great. Anytime there's a zone, you have to.
The athletes and the quickness and the wherewithal to beat some of those zones this year. That's how you do it. That 3 is a fadeaway and a good one by 28. Johnson's second one is also in. Kick it into the left corner. A 3 way over the rim by Natalia Jones. Koval up to get the rebound. Outlet to Johnson. Up ahead
That's
to
excellent.
Zakiya Johnson, who lays. Not see who else checked out. Zakiya Johnson will miss the free throw.
Remember, guys,
Zakiya. Being able to build an
remember,
app with
guys,
your name on
Zakiya
it, just by thinking about it.
Is a
Meet
freshman.
Base 44.
Let's close that out. Get that and close that out. We don't want their infomercials on there. Remember, Johnson, you guys, is the point guard.
She'll get it to Williams.
18-footer,
no good. Koval up above everybody, puts it in. That's too easy. 15-9 LSU inbounds. Johnson inside the key, ducks it down to Joyner, lays it up and in.
I didn't think.
Let's turn it down just a little bit.
I love that Zakiya looked in.
Bucket is
there you go. We'll turn it down just a little bit so y'all can hear me a little bit. There we go. That's so much better.
LSU's truest point guard. She just stole the inbounds pass on the sideline. She will dribble in. Leaner, 5-footer, good.
Maybe we need to talk about it a little bit.
First tries here. LSU has 4 for 5, make it 5 for 6 on freshman. 6 foot from Potomac, Maryland will come in. That free throw is no good. The Richard left wing, Yarnovich the screen. Good screen. Richard left elbow jumper, left it short. Yarnovich after the screen went back and got it. Laid it in with the left hand. Langston has not scored in over 2 minutes. Richard left wing, again a screen. Will go free throw line, go a little further. One-handed off balance, shot off the window and in.
That's nice focus.
LSU. Yarnovich will come set that screen on the left wing. Now Hines to the free throw line. For the jumper won't go. Yarnovich put it
Yarnovich, y'all.
Yarnovich lefty free throw rattles out, no good. Second one by Yarnovich, that one's good. Yarnovich gave up some things on the dribble drive, but it has gotten much better. Down low to Joyner. She's under the bucket, dribbles in, lays it in. Shot of the quarter offense. They're usually pretty good at it. 9 and counting. Gilbert will initiate. She's going to drive it down the lane. Underhand scoop is good. It counts in a foul ball. And Williams is going to get a steal underneath. She's got 3 on 2. She's to the bucket behind her back.
There you go for Wiley.
Steal and the assist. Down low, shot fake, and then up over Koval and in that was tough to take. It was the right shot. So she'll get 3. The first one rolls in. Third one is good.
She finishes it.
LSU finally gets it back on the jump ball. Wiley gets it into Johnson in the right corner. Lobs it over to Williams, left wing. A catch, a shot for 3, and it's good. That's their half.
They're firing on all cylinders, you guys.
In the left corner, making a move on Wiley. That's Crosby. 5-foot flip shot up and in. Got a little game with Crosby, Curry, Jones, and Thomas. Koval's free throw is 2 for 2 last week. She got down. She got 5 points. And, of course, I talked her completely. I didn't get it. Off-balance baseline shot by Harden. A 5-footer way off the mark. Koval got the rebound to Richard. Up ahead quickly. Wiley.
Oh, yeah.
Layup is good.
And then let me go ahead and push it through a little bit forward. And I don't want to give you guys the entire video. But you should be able to go back and you'll pull this a little bit and see some of this footage.
Hines got it up ahead. Wiley shot fake. Layup is good. We'll get it right wing to Jefferson. Goes baseline. Yarnovich cuts her off. Pass over into the left corner for 3. It's Curry, and it's good. That's the first 3. 2 free throws. She's hit 1 in the game. 1 for 2. Free throw is good. LSU back up.
Joyner.
The second one is short.
Come on, Joyner. How do you miss that?
That's good defense.
Yeah, Wiley knocked it away. Burridge on the floor got it. Wiley bounce pass to Hines.
Nice split. Nice split. Nice split pass, guys. Nice split pass.
Simon pass left wing. It's stolen by Wiley. She is by herself, and she will lay it in. At the top, she'll step back. Can't shoot a 3 to the free throw line. Pass into the corner.
Wiley.
Won't get off the shot.
That was your guy.
Yarnovich staying with the guard.
Great defense by Yarnovich.
Let's get on those. Speed it up a little bit more. Into the third. Just want to give you guys a little bit of piece of each of the quarter. Come on. Look at that. Look. She's 6'5", y'all. She's 6'5". Gilbert is another fast guard. There you go, Flage.
Johnson 1-on-1 will lay it in. As Harden did not want any very early in the game. And she will. The free throw is school. And they're 2-0. Couple of wins. They beat Loyola from a division they play in last year. Second free throw also good. Hunter with 10, 71-25. Williams.
Nice, Michaela. Michaela.
3 ball, no good.
Hey, I'm going to tell y'all, don't sleep on Michaela.
Drive is going to split a lot of defenders. Take it to the hole with the left hand and lay it in. Richard will get it to Yarnovich, right baseline. Kicks it out left wing Hines. In the left corner, Burridge. Down low.
Nice pass.
Yarnovich to Koval.
Richard at the point to the right wing. Lobs it up.
Good pass.
And Koval missed the layup. Yarnovich puts it back with the left hand, and it's good. Those this year in regular season play. Second one is good as well. Here in the quarter.
Eve Online.
Just getting through these little clips here. Let that run with no sound. We're not trying to advertise. But I'm actually going to come off of that. But you get to see the gist of how well LSU played in that game. But again, the team that they played against, Langston, just they're not game season ready right now from me looking at how they played. It could be a combination of games, of things. It could be the combination that LSU is just on it and they're ready to run and gun and they're going to blow everybody out until they play some major teams in their conference in this SEC. So let's see what happens. I'm looking for Wale to ball out of control, learn that one position to the fullest, and take our time. Don't rush. Don't try to do too much too soon. Fly J having her breakout year, which is her last year season with LSU. You have Kovar, who is the sophomore 6'5" that transferred over. So I'm excited for them. I'm extremely excited for them. I'm excited for Tiger women's basketball. I'm excited for Michaela Williams, and I'm going to talk about her just real quick and then I'm going to get up off of here. Michaela Williams ranking that came out, I think should have been a lot higher than it was because she is that girl. She is that girl. You take someone who was ranked number in her class, and now you rank her way, way back. You're not paying attention to how she played this past season. And she's going to bring that and more. And her words are, when she was asked by one of the commentators, what did she think about how she was ranked? She said she didn't care. And I love it. I love that she doesn't care about it. I love that she doesn't care about it because right now she's just worried about the game and she just wants to play the game and the game the right way and love on her teammates, continue that bond that they have, and watch everybody execute. She makes everyone around her better. Flage, if she just plays, she's going to be way better than she was last year. She have quite a bit in her tank, and I like to see her go ahead and sell herself this year. She's a senior, and she's going to have to sell herself a lot more to the W. I know the W likes her. The W, she definitely has a place in the W, but where she lands and what her number is going to be is something that she's going to have to work on and adjust herself to. Well, guys, with that, I'm going to say this, and without further ado, go ahead and drop a little something in the comments and let me know what you think about this video. Go ahead and hit that like button so you're notified every time I drop. And with that, I will see you on the rebound. Salute.